Alright, let's continue this journey to freedom. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that we don't have our girl. She's gone. But soon we'll have to pick another one. I think we're gonna send the dog home next, maybe. But he's so good to play with. Like, he's such a good player. It's a really interesting gameplay loop. Like, you have to send away people that gain levels. So ultimately, you have to get rid of your best players. God, at the end of the game, I'm just gonna have the people I'm the least interested in. Good morning, my kin. The place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way. Oh, moonlight alcove. Okay. Okay. Volfred leads you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide. Call me the vice president, because I'm Biden. Okay, give me a second. Oh, hi, buddy. You find Volfred seemingly lost in thought. Then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something you wish to know, you need but ask. Volfred invites you to inquire about his past. How do you know the lone minstrel? Wazo, welcome back. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you have seen. Although he's somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan, to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth, as peacefully as possible. Thanks, Broth. Don't reward me for puns. No, do. That's interesting. So the plan's current probability of success, 26%. I believe our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well, anyway. There was anything else you wish to talk about for now? Why did the Nightwings disband? I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile.
Have returned.
Hi, Miss Elf, thank you. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group. I joined an exile called Erisa. Ooh, girl, who's that? I hope we get to meet her again. She looks cool. And another known as Oralek. A former exile of the Nightwings. Okay, so it's just adding to our, like, understanding of these people. Cool. Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Oh, god damn it. Erisa, we lost her, and Oralek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well. On the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the Rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, new leadership, toward a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my kin. Why are you here?
Our illustrious champion
Architect.
returns. Welcome.
How rather forward of you, my kin. Most whom I have met have been reluctant to approach the subjects of one's history before the exile. Nonetheless, I'm happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you're familiar with the stamping press, an illegal invention allowing written materials to be published.
Returned.
Ooh. Hey, Palladian. I owned and operated one. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the High Wing remnants. I spread the truth about all of it with my machine. Under a pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but for not long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who are searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. That is the long and short of it. Thank you, Volfred. Interesting. Yeah, the setting of this is really cool. It's weird that we're getting it this way, but the game it's got its tools and it's using them to express a setting. I feel like, I don't know. I'm biased. I feel like this would just be a better role-playing game than it is whatever it is. We'd only really lose the soundtrack. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove. A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. But I suggest you get comfortable. You may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It should be ready by when you next need it. Actually, Mads, that's a really good point. It would be a fucking awesome Blades in the Dark game. Because they're just teams. They're teams competing. Pyres in the Dark would be, that's perfect. It's a perfect fit already. From the mountaintop, you can see across the downside. Its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you, you may never see another land besides it. And so you, your companions, wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycles of the rites begin to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom, one by one. Many moons pass. Then one evening... May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at his abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader. The stars shine like you've never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed, but now, something is different. Oh, now we can choose. Each prior time, they showed you a single path. Now several rites avail themselves at once. Hell yeah. So we go fight the witches. Your record against them is 1-0. Oh, Milithy. Oh, I see. Dalbert is here. Okay, so they've changed up the people. So Dalbert, the accusers. So Lendl or Haub. So now I wanted to go fight the worms that I lost against, but I can't. So let's do. Is there a Firefly or Serenity hack for Blades? Yeah, pretty much. Scum and Villainy will do what you need to do. Let's go play against the dogs. The stars urge we go to the pit of Milithy, a long way off. Volfred, sir, how are we to reach the pit of Milithy in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq, preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We should be departing at that time. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites this time, till once more we traverse the Scribe's Gate. How many, it's difficult to say. Our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of news soon spreads throughout the group. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrud's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Is it an airship now? Look how cluttered the inside of this thing is. What looked to be before to be old cracks and sign of age expose intricate components once hidden from view. Is an airship. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. By the Underking. I can't believe it. Alright, here we go. The downside provides few suitable locales for landing. You may be able to find at least a couple landing places near where we're going. Without further ado, let us proceed. Yeah, cool. So we get the like more open world part, and we just like fly around. It's cool. Huh. Uh-oh, what's that? You overhear Sir Deluge in a full-on panic as his worm knights attempt to calm him down. What do you mean? It was the Nightwings. We're not to face them and are coming right again, are we? At some point, he realizes your wagon is aloft beside his own.
Welcome to the Math Squad.
What's up, Ninja Dave? Welcome to the squad. Thank you. Oh, so we just bump into them. Nothing else happens? Okay. I thought maybe that would be like a random encounter. But that's cool. You have met others, such as the witch Udmilda, who believes otherwise, though whichever their beliefs, I know none who would go near the place unless the stars demanded. Thus shall your coming right against the faith take place in secrecy, as all the rites have. Okay, so we can't land right at the pit, but we can land at Cold Moat. Oh, I see. Vocations, Tizo likes it, or earn Stardust. That's interesting. Okay, let's land here. Hi, Tina. You return to the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. Straight away, you sense an air of dread, yet cling to the hope you can make your stay as brief as possible. You and the others check the wagon from top to bottom for signs of wear. Sir Gilman double-checks the air brakes and reports they're working as expected. Hedwin finds the cabin pressurizer acting up and causing him concern. A swift kick makes the problem go away for now, leaving you all with some time to yourselves before the day is done. Nonetheless, dismal environs soon take their toll on everyone. Boo, Cold Moat. Boo. No, I'm not really interested in his story. Pamitha, though. Pamitha I'm interested in. Okay, so we got chapter... Oh, we got a whole lot of book that we can read if we want to. I'm gonna wait. I don't really want to read like 9 chapters worth of stuff. I'll take a look at it later. This is my favorite new toy. The Orb of Brian Eno. Oh, I pushed it off the screen. Meh. You volunteer to survey the muddy bleakness around the wagon with Hedwin and Ruki. Let's have a look around then, my friend. Ruki's ready to go. The search turns up nothing of note, though wandering with Hedwin and Ruki does provide reprieve from a long day on the road. Together you return to the wagon in better spirits. You should have some time remaining to pursue your vocations. Hell yeah, I'm gonna level up my companions. I'm like pretty exclusively like ignoring the opportunities to make money because, I don't know, everything else seems more fun. Okay, well let's start bringing up some of these other players that I don't have, I haven't played with much, so that I don't end up going in with like really low level characters ever. So we're kind of doing the opposite of what we did before. You ask Pamitha to explain to you in her own word the histories of the 8 scribes. and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis, not of the rights, but of the Commonwealth. Yeah, this does feel like a game you could watch someone play and then go back and play yourself and make different decisions. Like, the decisions seem meaningful, which is nice. It's a good call. Okay. Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you like it or not. Does Tamitha have arms? Or is she like a harpy in the sense of like torso with wings for arms? Seems like the latter. So Tamitha can either learn Wings of the Matriarch, which increases her swiftness and mobility, or Ways of the High Wing, her aggressive capabilities. Moves faster after banishing an adversary, or moves faster while flying. I'm going with the flight. My sisters, we all come from the flock of Triesta Tethys, 5th of the 8th scribe. Maybe we just don't remember her anymore. Yeah, I think more RPGs need like retirement mechanics. I mean, Mr. Sicarian retired from the Swan Song, right? All right, off to the pit. That's right, Miro. Yeah, we had Miro retire. Miro kind of won. I still don't want to talk to that one. I don't have any money, right? You don't earn any money playing the game, I guess. Oh God, only Jodariel can use this. All right, so should I sell this, or is selling this a bad idea? I know that's a bit spoilery, right? Like, I guess if I sell it, I'm gonna make a lot of money. But if I get to use her again, I want to keep it. I think I can sell it, right? Because she's gone. She's moved on. I know, nostalgia and stuff, but I think I'm gonna sell it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm asking if there is a game purpose to hang on to it, because I don't want to get to a place later where I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have sold the like special items. It just seems weird that it would like. I'm gonna sell it. Fuck it. We let her go. We gotta let her go for real. Okay, so let's buy the dust. Oh, there's like different levels of dust. That's cool. And then let's look at our inventory. Okay. There we go. Yeah, sure. That's pretty cool too. I can afford that. Let's buy that. All right, commence the rite. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Bay behaving strangely, more than usual. Maybe she's here. I mean, I think maybe he is here. He has to be somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, reader. It's just maybe my friend is here. And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that him? That's him, my friend is here. Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of Pit of Milithy. They begin making necessary preparations. Bay rushes over to them before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Bay is her name. That's her name. Yeah, you choose her name when you get her. And Bay was too cute for me.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Fake.
Dog
Reduce
boys.
their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Oh, hello again, hello. Why, hello indeed, young one. We're the Fate, and once again we hail you, and the Nightwings. Thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Oh, I don't see why not. But let me see here. Almer, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he's not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. He's gonna go fetch him, 'cause he's a dog. Okay, I mean, my friend, I hope he remembers me. Huh? Wait, you, where's father? Father! Oh, hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I didn't see him. This had best not be some Nightwing's trick, or I'll... Ah, there you are, Almer. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh, that's right. I mean, here is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you. And may the scribes watch over you, okay? She's so cute. I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch as Bay skips over and rejoins your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She's about your age. Father! That was great. I pray that all our training since our last encounter shall not be in vain. You sense Dalbert speaks the truth. The Fate are more capable than before. Do not underestimate them. Even if they have a silly voice like that. The interaction between Bay and that kid is so good. I love it. All right, we're going to go with Edwin.
Edwin.
Yeah, do it, Edwin. And Bay, I think. Bay. And then I need like a heavier... Like this team is quite middle ground in terms of like hits. I'm going to take her. Pamitha's like a slightly better hitter. We could make her like hella fast, but I think I'm going to give her the defensive one. All right, let's try that team. Let's see how this goes.
The choice is cast.
The Fate. Would that being a good family was the same as being a good triumvirate. Steel yourself, Almer. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
Commence.
Yeah, I'm faster than you. Dunked on. So Bay is really good if you boost your speed? Okay, cool, I'll remember that. Well done, my noble friends! But can you sustain such vigor through the conclusion of this rite? Dude, I can fly. I'm scared of your shit.
The fire of resolve.
Yeah, the dog boy is like hella fast, right? Oop, nope, not in time.
A blow against the adversary's power. Well cast.
return.
Blocked. Blocked as fuck. Faxelbob, thank you.
Tabitha has doused the flame. Now end the ceremony. Zap.
Zap. Woo. Ooh, I didn't leap back in time. Shit. Oop. Save her in time? Not quite. I just gotta play defensive to make guys come back. Fuck! That's interesting. He just bounces back to the front. Oh, fly. Nope. Come on, I need a team.
Most foul.
Dunked on. Yeah, these guys are quick. All right. That's right, fool. I got your ass. Here we go. Boom.
And it is done.
Sweet. It's so much more fun now that it's like a little bit more difficult. Yeah, like it's actually a challenge.
Their freedom after all. The rite is ended.
Not heavy realistis?
Wait. I wanted. I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize, I think. Why, young one, you must not say such things. You're one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Almer? Is it Almer? I had a question. Ask quickly, then go about your business. No. I just, Aww. Would you be my friend? Huh? What? I was wondering if you'd be my friend because I don't have a lot of friends and you're brave and gentle with your father, so... I shall see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here to be closer together, not to be apart. NPC romance. Oh, it's so good. Seriously. So, any game in which... So, like, okay. Level 1... I guess, here, well, let's do the diagram. You know, the meme with the brain? So the first one is, like, video games with characters. The second one is video games where the PC can romance all the characters. The third one is video games in which the NPCs romance each other. And then the fourth one is everybody fucks. But seriously, like, I love it when NPCs relate to each other. That shit is, oh, it's primo. Because then it's not about me and I get to observe and, like, it's so good. It's so good. No matter what anyone says, I refuse to think there's some sort of limit to one's understanding of all this. Hedwyn doesn't believe in max level.
The moon-touched girl has greater understanding than it seems.
Choose a mastery for Bay.
A kind gesture.
Yeah, Faxel Bob, stick it to the man. Sorta.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than I expected. Alright, choose a mastery for Pymitha. I think we're just gonna keep advancing down this path. Oh yeah, we can salute. I always forget about saluting.
Until the next rite.
You return to the wagon, you and your fellow exiles overcame the fate and find Volfred waiting for you there. Yeah, it's, X-Ray, who's asked? Somebody asked if it was still like a visual novel. Sentient Ants. Sentient Ants, it's still pretty visual novel-y, but we're past the initial, like, this is what the game is about phase, and it's actually a lot more interesting now. Well done back there, my kin. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I have something I wish to share with you if you have a moment. We've discussed the plan, 29% now, of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. I expect you will see several shining stars, where once you saw but one. Gaze into the darkness. Haub or Jomwer? Oh, you got another third one, Lu. Okay. Several shining stars. The trick of the eye or the will of the scribes? Who can say? I, too, once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that in choosing who the Nightwings confront, we influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Volfred's planner. Right, this is the standings. Yeah, 8-1, 5-2. Got it. Using Volfred's planner, you can access your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. This is really cool. Volfred will keep this information up to date. You may look over it now or any time in the wagon. Okay. So this is their standings overall. Number of exiles required to join 1 before we fulfill. Okay, so we need another character. So that's cool. We've had 1 opportunity to do the rites. We don't know how many rites till next time. And this is our wins and this is the wins and losses ratio of each group. We're 8-1. We have infinite favor. The Nightwings will always be favored in the eyes of the scribes. So the Pyre Hearts are actually the next team down from us.
To the math squad.
We should take them on. Cyenji, welcome to the squad. Thank you. 7 more. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's see what our options are, and then we'll check the planner. Oh, that's so cool. So Jomur gives us the dissidents. Haub gives us the withdrawn. And we are not permitted to... Oh yeah, here we go. And Lu is the accusers. So the Pyre Hearts are not available. I think the withdrawn are like our next option. Okay, let's go and take them on. They're 2 and 6.
Welcome to the math squad.
Max Welticus Rex, thank you. Welcome to the squad. Now we're down to 6. Yeah, let's do the withdrawn. So they were down here, right? Yeah. I was not in any hurry to cross paths with Milda again. Turns out she's even worse than I thought. Depending on how superstitious you are. Witch Udmilda, one of the bog dwellers and head of the
Welcome to
withdrawn.
Math Squad.
Thank you, Ink Corvid. A triumvirate more interested in legends of Islak the Astralborn than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain of common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Islak, despite widely held belief that he's dead, or never did exist. But Udmilda held that Islak is merely dormant, and someday shall be reborn with newfound hunger, which can only be sated by devouring the world. Oh, Dendar, the night serpent. Then, at last, could Islak return to his glorious home, and Udmilda would go with him. The Commonwealth official showed up to take Udmilda in for spreading unrest. She was all too eager to comply. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to Islak's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the withdrawn stood ready to assist. That's so cool. This setting, or like the base concepts of this setting, would make for a very good tabletop RPG setting. I could think of all kinds of fun shit you could do here. Like, all the basketball stuff aside, you want to make that into like dungeon crawls or monster hunts, or whatever your PCs do in your game. But even as like a base D&D setting, you could totally do some really cool shit with. There's the world where everybody lives. There's the world where the PCs are exiled to, which has its own stuff. And then there are the gods that kind of exist between the two, and there are ways to go back to the world, but if you do, you remove yourself from the game. Yeah, totally. Bay. Whoa. Oh my god, can we get drunk? Pyre that notices you with her bottle of moonshine. Hey girl! This is good shit. Drink up, by all means, darling. Nice to find a child after my own heart. She moves in closer and lowers her voice. Ooh. Let me tell you a little secret. That bottle there, it's enchanted. Never runs dry, ever. Believe me, if it could, I would have known by now. Apparently, it was spurned by some old bog crone that once tried to make a never-ending poison, but kept failing utterly till she threw away her life's work in disgust. I fetched a good price for it. Decided to take a swig one day while on the hunt for Tamitha, when things weren't going quite as well for me as they are now, you understand. Turns out the stuff's pretty good. Consider it for sharing, darling. Just everything in moderation and so on, She takes a drink herself as she brushes by you. How? She doesn't have limbs. Alcohol is a form of poison, that's true. Look. Okay, let's go see what. Hi, Bay. Bay seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, these are loafers. And so after the rite, he said to me, I think he said, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, then he left to find Master Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so I think maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so, too? She's fucking breaking my heart. I love this kid. We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He's very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then... It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. Yeah, kid. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That is what I think, little brother, and I told them so, and maybe the next time I see Almer and Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes.
Our illustrious
Hi, reader.
returns.
Hi, Raytak.
Welcome
You sense some
home.
burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Fuck yeah, +1 hope forever. I'm gonna definitely try to pursue that relationship between those two. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, explore that more. I'm really interested in it as a character thing. That's the extrinsic reward that I want from the game right now. Great, -1 hope for the next rage. Yeah, mechanical benefit from the conversation. Exactly. See? It's that good shit. Get the fuck out of this dump. I don't. Okay. The forbidding cairn of uhhh lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shak's 6 shoulders will snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply don't wish to pass through flagging hands. Few know of its true significance as we do, although your adversaries, the withdrawn, should be on their way there now. Soon you will confront them once again. Hell yeah, I will. Let's see, so... Where is... The Cairn of Uhhh is where I want to go, so let's just land in... Shunt? Yeah. You touch down in the heart of Jamur Valley, where you first face the Fate and the Dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be by now and how they fare. You have a little time before setting forth by land. Alright, Bay, let's explore Shunt. Ooh, Pamitha and the Beyonder Crystal. Okay, short detour to the crystal. Scribe trial for Bird Girl. Oh, you mean the feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let's bring her forth. Soon, Pamitha arrives in heed of summons. You called for me, reader darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. Harps such as Pamitha Thane have a very high mobility in the rights. Yeah, she fly. Beautiful character design. The apparition Sandra appears and unfixes her mask. Listen well, Harp, you answer to me here. Oh, bossy one. Sure then, go and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let's see what you can do, left to your own devices. Let's show her what she wants. Alright. Let's dunk on these fools. Oh, that was not a good start. Crap. Okay, I haven't used her much, so I'm like still kind of remembering how this fucking shit works. Ugh. Okay. Plus, it's really hard when she's the only member of the team. Oh, god damn it! How did I miss that guy? Okay, we can still do this. I need to score a single basket. There we go. They got jumps. Fuck. Aw. Okay, so don't rush the ball right away because that's what gets me killed. This is brutal. They're pummeling me. Okay, here we go. I think I'm hitting B when I think the smarter move is to do the little dash. Yeah, okay. 2, 1, no! Is that it? Fuck. Yeah, Sandra, you whipped the shit out of me. Oh, now that was unfortunate. The pretty little harp has gusto to spare, but it seems she lacks the prowess to back it up. I would tell you not to waste my time, Harp, but truth is, my time is there for you to waste, so by all means, try again if that's your desire. Yes, we can do better. some other thing, like I think I need to just play less, like, timidly with her, maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure what's causing me this getting killed. I mean, I know what's killing me, obviously, but, like, I think, yeah, maybe, like, well, I can fly over them, but not really, right? Like, they can jump and knock the ball out of my hands. Yeah, dodge the aura with flight. Yeah, that's true. Come on. Oh! It was close. There we go. I'm stuck in the corner here. Oh, that was close. See, that time I felt safe traveling away because I left the, like, ground aura thing in place. Oh, you can fly and dash at the same time. Okay. Cool. All right. That makes sense. Happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient. You passed my test. So you have my congratulations, both to you and your lovely reader. Now be gone from here before I have any second thoughts. Actually, I really want to hang out and chat with you there. So. My, that's Sandra. Sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? I have Trieste's plume to douse your pyre. All right, let's go back and talk to her. Let's see what she's got to say. Hi, what's on your mind, Sandra? Very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of the void thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration... She's a prisoner in a prison. Like an additional level of prisons, right? It's so weird. There was a long period of time this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. An ancient band of killers trained from birth to carry out their mission without fail. They sound cool. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or cripple you for your life. So she was like an assassin? Cool. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Oh, so that's why earlier she said my doubtless pretty harp, because you can't see her. Through glorious battle with the scribes, a careless sparring session with my master. But I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It didn't help at all that the Nightwings of the earliest days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine. Obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, let's say we get back to business here. Interesting. Cool. See, I learned a ton in that conversation. She does seem interesting, and I'm curious about the world around her, so. Yeah. Let's go do one more thing. No one seems very much inclined to explore the blistering environs here, except for Bae, who's more upbeat than usual. A sacred bath in mud cleanses the mind. At least I think it does, but come look. Come look. She draws you by the hand toward one of the muddy pits and jumps right in, laughing. At first you're put off, yet her joy is infectious. Soon you're in better spirits, as is she. You return together to the wagon where you find yourself with time and motivation to pursue your vocations. And she gets +2 hope. Fuck yeah, bae. Alright, let's... I'm actually gonna do foraging for resources first. What is this? Oh, this is an item. All those in the triumvirate recover stamina faster. Or I could sell it. That's cool. And I can talk to Bae. This is my favorite item in the whole game. Come here. Bae seems to be talking to the walls again, though this time something seems to have come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You're unsure whether to check in or leave for B. Let me get her attention. You do worry for her, and you make an attempt to reach out. Oh! Hi, reader. I don't think I saw you there just now, and so my little brother here and I, we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking, and why, my little brother, he is just a wagon wall, so he can't respond. He can't respond, but he can listen. He listens really well. Now, I'd like to get back to my conversation here. If you don't mind, you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. Seems Bae is doing all right after all. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. It's they always said there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't tell me what. They just said I was moon-touched. But so what? Those deemed impaired by the Commonwealth standards are very different in a negative sense. So then the scribes, they called me here, and they are the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel. Always so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time, no one that I recall really, although so much of it back then I can't tell how much I dreamt. Most of it. I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out. Let the scribes take care of me, they said. The scribes, they would take care of me. So it was so very quiet here, and I was all alone again, although I think I liked it more, being alone down here than being alone back there. Everyone's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone, somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, but here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know? And then one night I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground. And I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way they could answer all my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad I found you and the others. I'm finally not alone. And more importantly, I think sometimes I even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe as we get closer, I will get to feel that way more often, being here or being anywhere with you, with all my friends. She wanders off, faintly smiling. That's cute. Ooh, her update. All right, let's take a look. Crime, vagrancy. Failed to meet basic cognitive standards. Alleged motive? None. 2 years so far on a life sentence in the downside. Damn. She was born on the 19th of 11th moon, suggesting she's driven and fixated. Hey, I'm a Scorpus too. That's really cool. To the cairn. Here in the stark bandlands of Jomer Valley, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news of this pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. Jodariel. You learned Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was reinstated on the blood border, on the presumption that she wanted her own status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil, for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. Ooh, secret Black Ops squad. But she refused the gesture. Rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. My girl! As part of the Messengerium's news must have been damaged in transit, though it appears to be in Jodariel's own word, all you can see is that it says, await. Thanks, Arrowbane, welcome back. You thank the Messengerium for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. Wonder what the rest of her message said. She is an inspiration to us all. Or to this night, she is at least. There's nothing she can't handle. I miss her bad sometimes, but I'm glad she's all right. Give it to him for us, Jody. I knew you had it in you. Do you think she still has her horns? Now she's back up there. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Good luck, Jodariel. Alright, so, nope. Not interested in talking to you, bud. So let's do this right. Falcon wrong. Alright, I'm gonna sell the modeled flask, I think. Because I want the money. And then can I afford another talisman? Yeah, these are cheap, so. Just the little pinches of stardusts. Yeah, I'll buy all three of these little ones and we'll save the rest. Okay. Shtawa Farishe. Oh yeah, look. That's awesome. Here, hold on. Cool. And then I got mushrooms down here, right? That I can pick. Yeah, then I can go back to the store and sell them. What else we got? What's this thing? All right, Sluggo. And I have 45, which is almost enough to buy that thing. Okay. I guess I could buy the smaller one. Okay, now let's go upgrade some shit, and I gotta give Fly Girl her new object. There we go. Let's boost this thing. There we go. While flying, after dousing the adversary's fire, Pemmitha may instantly return and deals 4. We'll have to see how that one works. I think I'm gonna use these 3 again. No, wait, not the dog. So it'll be those. Yeah, Bay, and then Hedwyn and Pemmitha. So let's go ahead and do that. Though the now familiar surroundings of the cairn of Haub made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. Always good to stretch my wings. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence and await the withdrawn.
forth, you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes summon you to the cairn of Ha'ub. Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the withdrawn. Snuff out their Pyre's flame and show your worth.
Yeah.
Now prepare yourselves.
Previous time, ye snuffed our Pyre's flame, prevailed, this time, all for Islak, no matter the result, no matter the cost. We can take him. Who's up for this one?
Who shall conduct the rites?
My boy, Hedwin.
Edwin.
And then Bay.
Bay.
Bay. I love the announcer's voice. And oh, I'm ready for him. Hear us, Islak. Bring us thy terrible power. Whoa, Islak.
Now begin.
Come on, sucker. Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay. And they deal a lot of damage, too. Shit. All right.
An opportunity.
Nah, not this time, jackass.
For the withdrawn. She soared right in.
Dunked. And she gets to come back right away. That's her special ability, right? That's super cool.
Disaster.
Holy shit. Okay, that lady can't be allowed to fucking survive.
Glorious. Unfortunate for the withdrawn.
Oh my god.
As per the sacred law.
Okay, so now we have to be careful because that's the... She's gonna do it again. Yeah, fuck you, lady.
Alas for Bay.
Christ!
Where did the Night Wings go?
Oh my god, they're really good. It seems like the sort of defeating them with Gull's Bracer tactic is the right one.
Merely a glancing blow.
Fuck. Yeah, they're pretty... Alright. Yeah, I think that's the tack. This seems to be working best. It's just like hit them at a distance. And then dunk on them. Yep.
Banished all of them.
Or rather, like, just sink the ball.
An unimpressive thrust,
Yeah.
but true.
Okay, cool. We'll just keep trying it this way. They seem susceptible to this tactic.
Not much force of will behind that thrust.
Yeah, shut up, man. I know.
Didn't see it coming. Banished, one and all. A weak attempt, and yet it hit the mark.
There you go. And yeah, I deal more damage if I hold it longer.
The rite has nearly ended. Udmilda's not so scary now. Banishment for all.
Get the thing.
And it is
Yes.
done.
Awesome.
The Night Wings prevail again. They
Rad.
pulled together ere their pyre sputtered out.
Cool. That was a good strategy against
The
them.
rite is done.
Islak savors defeat. Thine, ours, he cares not. Ye shall see.
There is much to learn from this experience. A flash of inspiration for next time.
Anybody level up? Doesn't look like it.
Until the stars align.
After besting the withdrawn in a last-ditch effort, the time has come for you to search the stars again and determine where they will next take you. Okay, so Trieste, the Silver Star, Oris, the Azure Star, and Gaul, the South Star. So let's see who's where. Tamitha. We can go fight Tamitha. Barker. Or Chastity. Oh, let's go fight this guy.
Gesture.
Yo, Moannis, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Horse titty. Your next adversaries are to be Chastity, headed by H. Manly Tinderstaff. They would prevail in the rights, not for their freedom, but fame and fortune in your commonwealth. You and the lone minstrel go over what he knows of your next adversary, H. Manly Tinderstaff. The offspring of a semi-famous sap industrialist, he was born into wealth and lived in the lap of luxury, never having to fend for himself. When he came of age, he was soon offered cushy ambassador positions that required little more than a silver tongue to advance the Commonwealth he was keeping busy. He soon grew so proficient at doing nothing much at all, he started spending his family's riches to assert his fame and status. One day, he attempted to pay off the wrong individual, a particularly stern Commonwealth diplomat who promptly turned him in and had him sent downriver. Manly was very disappointed by all this, but soon saw in it an opportunity, for he knew well that in the inner circles there were those who had gone into exile and returned. Thanks to his connections, he tracked down the Chastity deep in the Waking Wood. He finagled his way into the Triumvirate using his well-worn skills. He in turn convinced himself he'd earn a position of great influence once he secured a way back home. He continues making hollow promises. A shame that Manly and the Chastity are nothing like the scribe Luce Florian, and do not share his values. Now it is time we rested, reader, given all today's travails.
Have returned.
Thank you, Mojo King. What other shows have I been a PC in? Blue Jay World recently. Also, I was on a Segix channel. I played Milagros. It's like a cyberpunk game. Obviously, Dr. Grigori. I played Cantor Hague in the Blood Letters. I've been in a couple of other roleplay one-shots, like Breakers. I was a character in that. I can't remember. Xerxes? Something silly like that. He was like a space prince. Yeah. Kind of like Pamplemousse, actually. The two of those characters were kind of similar. Hi, friend. Can I pick more mushrooms? Hi, Hedwyn. You can tell something's troubling Hedwyn from the moment you approach. You're not the only one either. Really? Looks like a case of a broken heart to me there, reader darling. Trust me on that one. Hedwyn overhears. That's nothing. I just think all the travel's catching up with me, is all.
Our illustrious champion
Lefterfield,
returns.
thank you.
Welcome home.
You don't make much of a liar, Hedwyn darling. Now then, let's have her name, or his. That obvious, is it? That obvious. Now go on. Hedwyn hesitates a while, and then... Her name was Fikani. Ooh, Fikani's cute. Ooh, she cute, though. Girl, look at that elf ears. Look at that little elf face. Woo! Feeling it. Feeling it, Hedwyn. Fikani? Why, that's a harp name. Yes, she's from the mountains. Same as you. You don't mean Fikani Shang, do you? We've heard her lost in the gorge. What? You know her? Oh, come on, Hedwyn. How many of us harps do you think there are? Your commonwealth has been rather successful scouring my people from our world. But yes, Fikani Shang and I had spent some time together in the past. Flown a few sorties now and then. We were different units, though. She was reconnaissance, if I recall. She said as much to me, but what happened to her? When you were sentenced, it was about a year after me, so maybe she was alive and well last I saw her. Got back from the gorge with a few scrapes and some good information. Granted, so that was several years ago. Who knows what could have happened since. Though I must say she never mentioned you. I'm impressed she managed to keep secret your relationship. She could have gotten herself into some real trouble. You keep her secret too, please. Oh, don't worry about me. Down here, and I'm in no position to betray any more of my people. And besides, I liked Fikani. And you're not bad either. Why, this is rather sweet. Hedwyn just stares at her. I'm sorry, Hedwyn. I wasn't trying to make light. I wish that I could tell you more about her, though I think you must know her better than I do. Yeah, look, I'm sorry too. I didn't mean to get on your case about it. It's just I don't like to talk about it much. It's a lot to have to explain. I understand completely. So then, now that the awkward introductions are out of the way, could you tell me any more about what she was like? Well, let's see. They continue talking for some time about Fikani and about how such a relationship would have been seen in both the Highwing remnants and the Commonwealth. For Hedwyn, just knowing that Fikani still lives, or at least she was alive after his exile, lifts his spirits. Anyhow, if you get me out of here, or I get out of here, we'll have to seek her out. If I go first, I'll let her know you're in one piece and thinking of her still. Thanks, Pamitha. That means a lot. Don't mention it. As the conversation winds down, they bid you and each other a good evening and go their separate ways. I love romance shit in video games. I'm all about it. The more of this there is in this game, the more I like it. So, please, more. Give me more of that. Cool. All right. Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll continue our journey as the game prompts us to. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a minute.